Hello everybody and welcome back to Jane Catherine on Books. It's Catherine here. So what I'm going to be doing today, and you'll have to excuse my my voice perhaps a bit today, and generally probably I'm a bit dowdy. I don't know if I'm saying I feel dowdy. I'm on antibiotics at the minute, and so I'm feeling a bit rough, as they say, but the show must go on. So what I'm going to be discussing today, it's an idea that I got from my lovely friend Kerry Ann from Woman vs Books, and she's done a post recently about books that she's read due to Booktube. And I think this is a great idea, and yeah, apart from meeting some amazing friends and getting some amazing subscribers, it does make you read things a bit out of your comfort zone, things you perhaps wouldn't have picked up, and I think that's really interesting. So yes, Kerry Ann gave me this idea, and I've chosen 7. She called hers 7 books that I read due to Booktube, so I'm going to go along with that. So yeah, book number 1, White is for Witching, and this is by Helen Oyeyemi. Now I've mentioned this recently, I think going back to Halloween, because it's a little bit you know, witchy, a bit of something that's good for this time of year. Well, here in the UK where it's winter. This is a magical realism, and there's a few that I haven't particularly got on with that I've read. I tried reading the one set in space by the one that does the fairy tales. Can't think of the word at the minute. I really didn't get on with that at all, and a lot of people loved it. I'll put it in the description box below. I've sent it to my son because he likes those sorts. Can't think what it's called. Got an Art Deco from Radiance. Catherine Envalente, that's it, Radiance. But actually, White is for Witching I really enjoyed. Yeah, there's a bit of a twist. It's a bit out of the ordinary, but I like her writing, well written. Would never have chosen it. Next one, The Rental Heart, Kirsty Logan. Now, because I did a series earlier on in the year looking at short story collections, I found this book because of that, and I loved it. I really enjoy her writing style. Again, the touch magical realism in there, fairy tale-esque. Very much enjoyed this one. I have read the other one of hers, which I do have somewhere. Have a look down here because of the other one. Yeah, Portable Shelter by Kirsty Logan. I didn't enjoy this as much as Rental Heart. Now I know Kerry Ann absolutely loved this, and I enjoyed it, but not as much as that. So they're definitely 2 books that I wouldn't have read had I not been looking into them for my short story collection. Next, A Country of Refuge. This is a collection of various authors. It's edited by Popescu, and it's an anthology of writing about asylum seekers and the problems that are around in today's world, really. It's quite heart-rending in places. I think that it really broadens your views about what's happening in the world, but also I think it makes us feel lucky, you know, lucky that we have safety, food, warmth, shelter, lack of war. So yeah, really enjoyed that one. Next, I Promise Not to Tell, Cheryl B. Evans, Raising a Transgender Child. Now, Cheryl, I've had a few conversations with Cheryl via Goodreads, a lovely lady. This is actually, she's written this herself, and it's the journey on discovering, it says discovering the son that they never knew they had. So she had 2 daughters, and one of her daughters has changed her gender, and it's a wonderful read. Really, I think it's good to read things that we perhaps don't always know about or have very little understanding. And I think written from a parent's point of view, I think it was a candid, honest account, and it's lovely. You know, they're very supportive of the son, and yeah, so you should be. You know, to me, you love your children, and if they're going through difficult times, then you support them through it. So I did that as part of Diversathon. The Tidal Zone, Sarah Moss. Now, Sarah Moss is very much revered on Booktube. Many influential booktubers really rave about her writings, and especially this book, The Tidal Zone. I have to say, I didn't think it was worth the hype. I have, if you look up in my playlists, I have got a review of this book and what I actually thought about it all. And yeah, I didn't think it was worth the hype, so that's probably somewhat controversial. In fact, I perhaps ought to do a little bit of for Vlogmas, a little bit of something about books that I don't feel are worth the hype. I mean, The Lonely is another one of those. So really didn't like The Tidal Zone, apart from the first chapter that was written beautifully. So I thought I'd give her another try. This is just that I've got from the Quickly Mentioned This. I got it from the charity shop this week for £1. This is Night Waking, sorry. Let me know if you've read that one and what you think. I'm going to give her another try. Evening is the Whole Day, and this is by Preeta Samarasan. Now, I love this. This is set in, now I want to say India, but it's Malaysia. And this is one that was chosen for Read Around the World Book Club that's hosted by Mel from Mel's Bookland Adventures. And although I've not been able to participate in Read Around the World last few months with everything going on, I intend to get back on it in January. This is a lovely family drama, and yeah, wouldn't have picked that up. And then finally, The Blue Door. And this is by Lise Kristensen. This was recommended by Eleanor Reads Books from her little subscription box service that she had. And this is an incredible story of how a young girl, Lise, survived a prisoner of war camp in Japan. It's quite hair-raising in parts, and yeah, I wouldn't definitely have picked that up had it not been for Booktube and the recommendation and finding the service that Eleanor provided. I think it's a little bit on hold, this subscription service of hers, because she's working a lot at the moment, but hopefully it'll come back, because I've thoroughly enjoyed the choices that she recommended. So there we go. They're the 7 books that I've chosen. Hope there's some in there that you'd like to read, and see you again next time. Bye for now.